Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Now we have Blackrock that is fooling us, right? They are continuing to buy and buy and buy more Bitcoin. They're holding a ton of Bitcoin. They're making a ton of money off of buying Bitcoin. And so I'm going to be explaining why that is in this video. Now, if you enjoy this type of content, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for future content. And so let's go ahead and jump right into it here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the chart for Bitcoin here. We can see that Bitcoin's currently trading right around $56,000. And so we can see that we have been in this channel here since about March. And so we can see we have bounced off it multiple times here. We can also see that we hit resistance a few different times. And so one of my favorite indicators here I have shown is showing when to DCA in and when to DCA out. And so this is very accurate. You can see that it's saying to DCA here at the bottom of the channel. It catches the bottom almost every time. And so this flashes as soon as it gets down to that level, right? And it tells you to DCA. And so it caught the bottom right there at $48,000. And so we can see here, it said to DCA out, maybe sell and take some profits at the top of the channel there. And so you can see it's very accurate. If you're interested in this indicator and adding this to your trading view, there is a link underneath the video for HGAlgo. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the outflows and inflows from the ETFs yesterday. And so we can see that Blackrock here said that they had zero outflows or inflows. And so they had a massive amount of volume, right? I mean, over $2 billion. However, they're telling me that it is exactly the same for inflows and outflows and it broke to zero. I don't believe that, right? I mean, look at Grayscale, out $69 million. Grayscale Mini, $21 million of inflows. We have Fidelity, $58 million of outflows. We have Bitwise, only $3 million. We have ARK Invest at $69 million of outflows as well. However, Blackrock here has zero. And so what I believe is happening here is that Blackrock is actually buying the outflows. And so if they have negative outflows of $50 million, Blackrock is going ahead and using that as a buying opportunity. And so retail is getting fearful, selling their Bitcoin, and institutions here are buying the Bitcoin. And so retail is going to return and FOMO back in when we hit new all-time highs with Bitcoin. And then Blackrock's going to be selling the Bitcoin to them, and so they're making profit that way. And so if you're interested, there is a link underneath the video to Weeks Exchange. They have a trading competition going on right now where you can earn up to $19,000. There is no KYC required on this platform, and they have a ton of altcoin gems listed on there. And so if you're interested in that, make sure to check out that link underneath the video. And so if we go ahead and take a look at the flows here since the Bitcoin ETF launched, we can see that the majority of the outflows are Grayscale. However, if we just focus on Blackrock here, we can see they only had 1 day here of outflows. On May 1st, they had outflows of 36.9 million. However, since then, they have not recorded any outflows. And so we can see they've had many days here where it's zero, right? And so I think that they had outflows here. However, Blackrock is using their funds to purchase Bitcoin to remain not having outflows. Whether that makes them look more competitive against these other funds, right? I mean, we have Grayscale. They have a lot of outflows. We have Fidelity here. We can see they've had outflows as well, multiple days in a row. We have ARK here as well. We can see they've had outflows, right? We have Bitwise. They've also had outflows here as well. And some of the days where things are dropping, right? I mean, on May 1st here, $29 million of outflows. That's the 1 day that Blackrock here had outflows. However, I think they have started buying up Bitcoin. And so they are continuing to hold more and more Bitcoin. They are buying any of those outflows, and they're showing that they either have zero or they have net positive inflows. And so I definitely believe that Blackrock is doing this. And so if we dig a little bit deeper, let's go ahead and take a look at some news here. This is from August 4th, 2022. And so this is over 2 years old. We had Coinbase selected by Blackrock to provide Aladdin clients access to crypto trading and custody via Coinbase Prime. And so I'm going to be explaining what Aladdin is here in just a minute. We have Coinbase partnering with Blackrock, the world's largest asset manager, to provide institutional clients of Aladdin, Blackrock's end-to-end investment management platform. And so this is run by AI. It has been around for well over 30 years. And so with direct access to crypto, starting with Bitcoin through connectivity with Coinbase Prime. And so let's go ahead and take a look at Aladdin here. As I mentioned, this has been around for a very long time. The Aladdin platform was developed by Blackrock in 1988 as an internal system for asset and risk management. And so they do now sell this software. You can buy it. There's over 200 institutional clients using their software, including banks, issuers, pension funds, and other investment companies. And so it's very accurate. It takes out all of the emotions in investing, right? And so this is something that's very powerful. It's an AI tool that they have been continuing to develop for over 30 years, and I believe it's very powerful, right? It is telling them what to do. They see the opportunity possibly on Bitcoin, right? They have been using the software for over 2 years with Coinbase here and Aladdin. And so the software has now learned the trends with cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. It knows what to do. And so it is telling them to, hey, buy these dips. And so they're going to make profit off of that. They're going to see Bitcoin bounce up to $100,000, and they're going to be selling back that Bitcoin to retail. And so this is definitely something very smart of BlackRock to be doing. However, I think this is extremely interesting. We're seeing a ton of institutional buying and whales buying over the last couple of days. Retail is getting fearful, they're selling out, and institutions are buying. It's the opposite of what we should be doing. And so let's go ahead and take a look at this as well here. We can see that 404,000 Bitcoin have moved to permanent holder addresses over the past 30 days. And it's clearly accumulation. And so even though it feels like Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are falling down, we are seeing the highest amount of accumulation and holding that we have ever seen. Right? And so people are holding on to their Bitcoin for a very long time. Whether that means that it is ETFs holding on, governments holding on to Bitcoin, right? Or accumulating more Bitcoin. And so this is definitely something that's very interesting here as well. People are starting to understand that this is an asset that could go up in price substantially. And so they are buying it and holding on to it. And so this is something that is very valuable and could definitely become digital gold. Now let's take a look here at news that was released a few days ago, right? We have Morgan Stanley here to offer Bitcoin ETFs to wealthy clients. And so I talked to some financial advisors at Bitcoin Nashville. This is not very common in the financial space right now. No one is offering Bitcoin ETFs or Ethereum ETF to their clients, right? They want to make sure that there's going to be profits that can be made. And so they are starting to offer this here to wealthy clients. This is going to be starting tomorrow, and so this is going to be launching on Wednesday. And so I do not expect a huge increase in volume. However, this is going to start showing the adoption for Bitcoin, right? It's going to be offering it to more clients. And so this is something very bullish for Bitcoin as well. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the trading volume for today. We have BlackRock ETF here at 1.23 billion of volume, right? And so again, if we're starting to see outflows here for BlackRock, we're going to see zero again. They are buying the Bitcoin. Now, if we see inflows, right, they may not be buying. Maybe they still are buying during that time. Maybe they're still buying 50 million, right? There's not a separate address to show what BlackRock is buying. It just shows that they have inflows of $150 million. And BlackRock could be buying 50 million of that, right? They could be hoarding all of the Bitcoin. And so I definitely think this is something very bullish for the future of cryptocurrencies. And so something else here that's going to be getting announced soon is X getting closer to launching its payment service. And so Elon Musk has always said that he's going to turn X into a payment service, an all-in-one app that has money transfer services, payment services, and whether that uses cryptocurrencies or not could be a huge catalyst for cryptocurrencies. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video.